response is tremendous as we pick up now with Brian Adias entering the ring. Kerry Von Erich has already had to face the Thing on this Thanksgiving night card as we pick up this excitement. The Thing was slipped in some contractual red tape, some contractual fine print by Brian Adias. Kerry, in his enthusiasm and excitement about returning to the ring in his first sanctioned match, signed the contract. He had to face the Thing, but had a tremendously successful effort against the Thing, who was disposed of in order to meet Brian Adias here in the main event. Kerry Von Erich looking as good as new as you can tell. Look at Joe Ranelli pointing and admiring the talents of the modern-day warrior. John Keaton, your referee. Fans have come from all over the great Southwest and across this great nation to witness this historic event. Brian Adias with the upper hand, turning Kerry over, who has recovered from that serious foot injury that had many authorities saying would prevent him from ever wrestling again. But after a year and a half of hard work, Kerry has made it back to the ring as you see him get back up and take charge against his main adversary, Brian Adias. Adias holds the ropes to save himself from a big Kerry Von Erich right. Playboy Vince Apollo of New Age Management, that is Apollo and Gary Hart, is at ringside representing the organization with Brian Adias. The camera moves now to pick Brian coming back in the ring, as Brian now acts a little cocky as he steps back through the rope. Yes, Kerry Von Erich is back, the modern-day warrior. Kerry moves back in on Brian. We'll look forward to Kerry and Kevin teaming together. It's been a long time since we've seen that happen. But we will be seeing them on the great world-class Von Erich Over America tour throughout the winter of 1987 and into 1988. Notice how slowly Brian Adias is moving around. He is very aware of what he's gotten himself into. He's very aware of the problems that he has caused and deliberately caused the Von Erich family for quite some time. Tried to get out of this meeting by putting the Thing on Kerry, but Kerry got through the Thing with no trouble at all. 1, 2. In fact, the Thing wreaked havoc for weeks against numerous individuals. But when it came time to meet Kerry, it was all modern-day warrior. Nothing could not stop Kerry here. As we pass the 5-minute mark, it's Brian Adias in the sleeper lock around the modern-day warrior. Kerry will be looking for a way out. Fritz Von Erich watching from a VIP suite here at Reunion Arena. His son's triumphant return. He was out here earlier on this card to watch Al Perez face his son Kevin. Fritzy was forced to watch from a penalty kick. Got involved with Gary Hart, and due to that has elected to watch from a safer surrounding. To let Kerry show off his talents without distraction. Kevin Von Erich, his brother, watching from the locker room runway. Is Kerry still with us? A tense moment in the match. But Kerry shows he's still with us. Brian Adias now looking concerned as Kerry fights his way back to his feet. Wrestling fans will remember Thanksgiving of 1987 for a long, long time as Kerry is back. Brian Adias is thrown into the corner. Kerry, still a little bit weakened from the previous sleep hold, is also a little weary. Both men back up, moving slowly. Brian moves in with the right. They're in the far side ring rope. Kerry comes back with a right of his own. Looked a little like his dad Fritz with that move. Here's Kerry down with a sleeper of his own. Kerry Von Erich has this big crowd making noise. Thousands and thousands here at Reunion Arena. Referee John Keaton now checks in on Brian Adias in the midst of the Modern Day Warrior sleeper hold. Oh my, Brian Adias goes in with the low blow. Brian Adias gets out of the sleeper hold with a low blow to Kerry Von Erich. Brian showing us that he will stop at nothing in order to save his own hide. Here's Kerry responding, comes back, shoulder, but they both go down. Look at Apollo over here on the right side of your screen, urging his man Brian Adias to get back and get back with it. Fans having the same effect on the Modern Day Warrior. Win or lose, it will be great to see Kerry back in the ring, but the recovery will be made complete with a main event victory. Kerry had workout matches at the Cotton Bowl, has met numerous other individuals on a workout format in his own training facility here in the North Texas area for months now. Here's Brian Adias out of the way. Kerry may have hit a shoulder in the steel post. I think he did, because he's fallen completely out of the ring. Brian Adias now in the driver's seat in this match. In fact, Brian is going to follow Kerry outside the ring. And here we go on the concrete floor. Fans now getting concerned as the two are on the floor, but Brian's head is smashed into the steel post by the Modern Day Warrior, who evens the score a little bit for that low blow we saw a little earlier. Brian Adias now trying to buy a little time. The fans urge Kerry not to fall for this ploy. Here's Kerry holding Brian's hair. That in itself hurts before he delivers the right, throws Adias into the rope, but give Brian credit coming back with the kick. Brian Adias, who tried to avoid this confrontation, needs to be given a great deal of credit here. He has risen to the occasion and is giving Kerry his money's worth. It's still anybody's bout. Watch the tights back here. John Keaton does not see that as he's screened out by the body. We see it from our camera. Kerry can't move the body around in order to get out of this lock as long as Brian holds the tights, and that is an illegal advantage. Kerry makes the move with the right fist, knocking Brian away. Here's Kerry thrown, comes back, wants to repeat the hold, but this time it's Kerry Von Erich. Kerry Von Erich stretches Brian out and wants to use that iron claw, does so in the midsection. Kerry Von Erich electrifies this throng with the iron claw, but Brian quickly goes to the eyes with an illegal jab. Brian has broken the rules on several occasions in this bout and gotten away with it. Down goes the Modern Day Warrior, only to get up to open back up on Brian Adias. Kerry with a big one. He's really letting Brian have it. Brian's in a daze now, but he's able to fall forward, holding on to Kerry's tights and throw him out in front of Ralph Pulley and Joe Ranelli. Brian still in a daze in the ring as Kerry gets back in. Brian giving Kerry a long test here. We're past the 10-minute mark. Kerry with a big kick from the rope. Kerry falls with a tremendous right, and Adias is in serious trouble now. Kerry wipes the perspiration from the hand, puts the iron claw on Brian Adias. What an exciting moment for this crowd to see Kerry Von Erich responding with the iron claw. Kerry Von Erich trying to finish off Brian Adias with the world-famous Von Erich iron claw. Wait a minute, here's Vince Apollo trying to interfere. Kerry breaks the claw in order to throw Apollo out. But that is still interference by Apollo, giving Adias the chance to do that. None of this would have happened and Apollo stayed out of things. Here's Brian Adias now trying to reassert himself in this event. Climbing up, Kerry turns, moves out of the way as Brian hits. And now Adias, who's dazed from his fall, is hit with a discus right. And 1, 2, 3. Kerry Von Erich brings the crowd to its feet with a win. Wait a minute, who is this coming up the aisle? It's the Iron Sheik. He's not here to help Brian Adias get up either. He's attacking Kerry Von Erich. The crowd leaps to its feet. They're aghast. Here's Brian tackling Kerry so that the Iron Sheik can begin those stomps with that pointed toe to the throat area. Here comes Kevin Von Erich down the runway, watching the match from that point to save his brother, who was in a 2-on-1 situation. Down goes the Sheik with a slam, and the dazed Brian Adias is nailed with a discus right. Kerry Von Erich has triumphed.